Hey, yeah, what's up? This is Disciple Marshall Currents Rain back up in here. Anti-Illuminati all day, anti-telepathy all day, anti-America all day, and everybody with them. So, this message is basically going to be about uh, how I was pulled into the homosexual lifestyle when I was doing it. I'm free from it now, being in Christ, serving Christ, but it's just a testament so that people first will know my story and people will know that everybody isn't out here trying to be gay or feel like they're born gay. You know, I lost my, I guess you could say, gay virginity. The first act was a black ex-military man. So it was here in New York City, the very first act. I'm talking about the very first act. And it was without consent. I was drinking with this person. I was not in a naive state of mind. I wasn't blind to this person's nature, and that's like a person may think. This person was totally like a street person, served in the military, so they had like this hardcore image or hardcore core, a hardcore. So I didn't see any signs in this person of being gay. So being that they were black, cool, tough, I gravitated to that because most of my friends were always have been just tough, you know. So that day, we had like I was drinking. We had like 2/5 of vodka, and that person, while I was drinking with them, pulled my tank top to the side and started licking my chest nipple, my right chest nipple, with his tongue, and stroking my penis through my pants with his hand. This was while I was like on 2/5 of vodka. And that happened, and I, the person kept trying to go further to touch my anus, and I kind of jumped up, and he said himself, this is how he knew I was not gay. Okay, this person, so because we had been drinking, like I told you, after that happened, I went to my room, and this person came to my room and paid me $60 for what they had did. So that's how I lost. That's how those feelings were opened, and for me, and that's how it happened for me. So, like I said, it was a black African American ex-military person. Um, and another thing that threw me off about him too is that he had shot like 3 people in a robbery. So he had told me this, and I'm sure it happened. His background being military, probably he knew how to neutralize targets, and so he killed about 3 people in an attempted robbery against him. So that's how it happened. I wasn't attracted to him. I didn't feel any feelings for him or anything like that, And he even insisted that I would live with him and that we would have something else. And I shut down that possibility. So so that just counters all these mentalities. Like people think that you're born with it. There's always something there. Not in my case, and I think in a lot of people's case it's not like that. So it has to be said because I mean some people are just naive like that. They just think that it's always one, especially with this gay thing. They think that it's one outcome and it's one type of person. But if you just use your brain and and not be a simpleton, then you will know that it's obviously more than one way for someone to be in that lifestyle. So that's the way it happened for me, and that's how it started for me. So that all like I said, it was a black African American ex-military man from Virginia, you know, kind of light brown skin man, light brown skin, very light brown skin with greenish eyes. Yeah, so that's what happened. So that just counters all this mentality. When someone like me had those feelings open without consent, it was nothing I could do. Before could even react, it already happened. And like I said, this guy's been in the military, so he knew what to do, how to do it, and when. Being with me being tipsy with the alcohol, he knew exactly how to do whatever he did. So you got to consider all those things as well. Him being trained, him knowing, you know, he knows how to use his brain in essence, in a way that most people may not, that are not trained. So I just wanted you guys to know that I got brought into that lifestyle without consent. I did not tell him that he could do anything. I did not put myself in a situation where I felt that me and him were going to do something in that particular situation. That was the first time, you know. So that's how that happened. That was my very first time. I didn't, he knew I was chilling with him as a homie. He knew I was chilling with him as a, a street acquaintance, if you will, or someone that he met, when he didn't have a place to stay. So it was basically on that level. You know what I'm saying? Our conversation was about women, everything. But he said to me himself that he knew I wasn't gay. You know what I'm saying? Which tells you, it speaks for itself. But if you are turned out, you turned out. You get certain feelings, certain things happen. You know, you can't go back. You can't overdo it. You can't undo it. You can't unfeel it. You can't undo it. So that goes. It a lot of straight men need to hear it because they don't think they may hear stories like this similar to when they're locked up and stuff like that, but not on the outside. You know what I mean? So like I said, that was my very, very first experience. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it happened. You know, just because I'm drinking with someone does not mean, you know, the bottom line is if it's without consent, it's without consent. And that's the bottom line. I don't care what I would be doing. I've been in other situations too where it basically was without consent. You know, I my thing is because I've had people that because I've been through the shelter system, I've been around a lot of men. I know how to be. That's almost the equivalent of being in jail. You know how to be around men naked, half naked, and be a man. I mean, and it's not something that's hard to do. It's not something that that you toil with in your mind while you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? I can be around men, without anything. I've slept in the same bed. People telling me it can't be done. I have done it. I've done it right here in New York. I slept in the same bed with a man in New York and nothing happened. Nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's the true indication of a man and manhood. You ain't. It's just a bed to lay in. You're not thinking nothing. You're not hoping something happen. You're not trying to make something happen, and it's nothing. It's not naive. It's being a man. A man should be able to be around another man. So I've done that before, and I think I should have. I think the stories that I've told people, I should have told them that too. I've been in laid in the same bed with a man in New York and nothing happened. So yeah, but in that particular situation, that's what happened, man. You know what I'm saying? I was drinking. I had 2/5 of vodka. Like I said, he he made his move on me. When I was vulnerable without consent. I didn't give any consent. Our conversations were about him shooting people, killing people because they tried to rob him. He's telling me his military background. This is the way I was seeing him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so that goes for all people that just think that, people are just sitting out here, waiting to do these things. It just takes this right person or something. Not even that. I had no intentions. You know what I'm saying? I was drinking. And the bottom line is the person did what they did without consent.